The iconic Watergate West building in Washington, D.C. was originally completed in 1969 and added to the Register of Historic Places in 2005. The Watergate West building presents as an early example of unbonded post-tension construction, and it is the first known example of a banded flat-plate post-tension cable design. Over time, moisture has seeped into and corroded many of the post-tension anchors and cables. The post-tension system, being integral to the structural integrity of the building, required substantial repairs. Manganaro Mid-Atlantic was awarded the project in 2014 and began work on an 18-month project to repair and restore the post-tension cable system.
We're here to repair the post-tension cable strands throughout the project that have been deteriorated over time from water penetration at the balconies, maybe at some of the fan coil units, but anywhere where the cables have surfaced and have deterioration to them, we did an inspection process to find out which cables were bad in the building, and we're here to replace the cables. And that requires us to actually do some demolition inside of the building. And also to access the cable, we need to remove the precast panels that are along the outside of the building.
Though the project presented numerous logistical challenges, the largest challenge, and the one most integral to the success of the project, was being able to access the post-tension cable anchors themselves. Though the building is cast-in-place concrete, the balcony perimeter is constructed from precast exposed aggregate panels, welded into place and each weighing between 1,200 and 1,500 pounds. These precast balcony panels cover up and prevent direct access to the post-tension cable anchors. Therefore, the precast panels needed to be lifted out of place before the repairs could be effected.
We've got a rig that we put underneath each individual panel. We break the welds, break the concrete, connecting it to the structure. Using the crane from the roof, we can move that laterally and then set it down where you see them now.
Logistically, it was kind of hard to set up for because we had to bring in Fraco machines to actually remove these precast panels that are fairly heavy, 1,200 pounds apiece. We set a monorail system up on the roof to actually pick the panels off, to set them onto the Fraco machines and then onto the balconies. And that's why a lot of shoring is in place too, because when we demo out the concrete beside the cables, the job has to be shored properly for strength and everything. And the logistical troubles of the job was that, actually accessing the building, able to take the panels off, move up and down the building, and actually service multiple levels at the same time.
The logistical constraints of the property prevented Manganaro from utilizing a crane to lift off the precast panels. Manganaro's innovative construction approach was to install an engineered counterweighted hoist system onto the roof. This system uses over 20,000 pounds of counterweights to cantilever an aluminum track out over the roof, where an electric hoist can freely travel the length of the building to access and lift the precast panels.
So we had to devise a system to be able to store these panels, know where each one was and where it would be when it goes back. There's a higher level of scrutiny. There are reviews by different entities, the Historical Society. They want to be reassured that the building is not going to change drastically in its appearance. I think Manganaro is the right company for this project because we put a lot of thought into it before stepping foot on the job.
After we make our repairs in the building and the belts and suspenders that's on this job, you're not going to come back to our repairs for a good 30 years. Well past my time in construction.